Hello, everyone. It is Saturday, and we are here for another episode of Journeys in Djruthourhi. This will make us have, I think, 2, maybe 3 more nights until our winter break. But, yeah, we're here. It's spooky season. And for the occasion, I, your friendly eldritch feline familiar, have decided to put on a costume. So let's get changed into that real quick. And yeah, there we go. We're good. You know what? With this costume on, I feel a little alone. So, let's just like take care of everybody else, and just so I don't feel so alone here. There we go. Everybody looks better now.
What? Oh my gosh. I'm wait. Oh.
Can you send through pictures?
All I'm taking away from this is I'm Batman.
I love it. I love the hockey.
Like,
man.
I actually have a Batcloak. If anyone's Batman, it's me. I'm the richest and the most mysterious person of the group.
No, I'm literally Batman. I have the mask.
Kill.
I do think
Why?
Voorhees
That's
joke.
cute. I love it.
The audacity to make me Frankenstein.
I put a screenshot into
I'm
the
Wonder
chat.
Woman.
Thank you.
Wonder Woman.
You're a superhero.
Oh, you.
That's the first thing I noticed. I just didn't want to say it.
Garth, it just looks like a normal day for Garth.
That's not wrong.
It does just look like a normal day for Garth.
Oh my god, it
How
does.
dare you?
Oh god, where do I change?
Gallo is dressed up as the Tin Man.
This is funny. This is good. This is good stuff.
Well, you can all thank our costume department. The head of that costume department is Venus. You can thank her for the rentals, and please make sure dry clean only and return all your accessories back to her when you're done.
Never.
You can't make me.
Supposed to be. Yeah, who is supposed to be?
This is mine forever.
Does Venus have a cat dress?
He's Gandalf.
Just...
See the wizard hat and the beard? Gandalf. Gotta be.
I'm just a wizard.
Dumey, just a question. Does Venus know that Salem has a cat tramp stamp, or is it just ironic?
I believe
Like
it's all
Catwoman.
ironic. She picked
It's all
everything
ironic?
out. Yeah, she picked everything out on her own.
Who's Mia supposed to be?
I'm Frankenstein.
I'm also very happy. Thank you, Venus.
I'm very entertained by the Frankenstein, just saying.
I was like, oh, Gargan, I was like, I'm not dressing up. I'm just gonna wear my ceremonial helmet today.
Yeah.
Ah, well, with the costumes out of the way. Yes, we are here for Journeys in Djruthourhi. We've had a long last few sessions of a long chase / kidnapping / combat session, and so I believe I should just try and get into the recap if no one oh, also notice that your ID cards have changed because everyone leveled up last session.
Yay!
My ID card's out of date. My intelligence is wrong. It should be 20.
Well, we'll fix that.
Later.
But yes, level 15. Level 15. So, to back way up, our party had noticed that the cultists were forming up barricades and making a defensive position at the port of Valley Rest. Deciding to take the loud approach and go in weapons raised and guns ablazing, they attacked the barricades and found many challenges in front of them, not the least including magic dampening devices, boulders flying through the air, striking the ground, and their party members, rather annoying poisoned crossbow bolts in volleys, and some familiar faces in the form of the yellow-robed mage and hulking, skinless giant of a creature. When the dust settled and the battle was won, after killing one of the Astral Synod in town, the four-armed maniacal little gremlin that was Hebrish, they faced off against Galdog, Zidri, and Yahago on the dock. Galdog having lost the fight, and Malagos reclaiming her sword. Mia was able to grab the unconscious form of a female child from the clutches of a shadowy dragon, and while the cultist escaped through a portal by means of Candle of Invocation, they left their ship behind at the dock, and our heroes have been performing triage on the party and gathering themselves to continue on.
George died.
And Kaelin was kidnapped.
I think Maddie's more upset about George.
Traumatizing.
And so here we are. Before we begin, I know we've had a couple people absent for a little bit. Are there any questions that I need to catch you up on?
Have we looted anything? And has anyone tried to wake June?
Nothing has been
No.
looted.
Not yet.
We left a
Looting and
nice
healing
note
with
for
her.
everybody. And I hope everybody didn't fill themselves back up to full just because they leveled, did they?
It does
It
it
automatically.
automatically.
Oh, it does. Okay.
Yeah,
That's annoying.
I didn't purposely do it. I don't know where I was.
It does it just for health. It
One
doesn't do
corner,
it for anything
25
else.
hit points. Yay!
Okay, it's fine. We'll figure it out. But yes, nothing has been looted yet. However, the leveling was done, and we'll just say that some triage was performed to get people back up for now. And with all the enemies out of sight, and having deactivated the last of the magic dampening devices, you all are left on the docks with a lot of questions, a lot of aches and pains, and very few answers in this moment.
Mia is going to try to find Kyrie and cradle June and kind of scream out like, Kyrie, do you have anything left? Can you heal? Can you still heal?
I have a little bit left. What's going on?
We have June. She's unconscious.
Do you, out of character, do you have her with you?
Dumey?
You left her when you saw the hulking giant appear. You left her between these boxes back here.
Okay. I'm gonna run over. I'll lead Kyrie over there.
Okay.
I don't know where Kyrie is.
I don't know where you are. Okay.
Kyrie's-
So we're going over here. Okay.
I guess gonna look around for anyone else being like, does anyone else need healing? I have a few spells left.
I'll cast Cure Wounds. I say mend these wounds and wave my hand in a circle to heal June.
Kyrie, as you concentrate on healing this child's form, looking it over physically with your, well, give me a perception check real quick, just for formality.
Okay. Working on it. Perception.
There, yeah. With your experience as a healer, you see nothing physically wrong with this child on the surface. It is June. The face is familiar. And she's wearing what you can remember as, clothes that seem to be what she would wear. But her skin's a bit pale and ashen in color. And there is just no movement in the child.
Do I see her breathing?
Give me a medicine check. Kyrie, it's an odd thing. There is no breathing, there is no movement. The body isn't deceased, it's just almost like a doll.
She's already gone. They've already taken her out of her body.
Yeah. It seems like she's just a shell. She's not dead, but not quite alive.
Jason,
Yeah.
can you come over here, please?
Looking for where here is.
We're
Yeah. Jason runs over.
Yeah.
Mia kneels so she can put June's head in her lap and
Yeah, this was no.
can you, just for confirmation,
Well, Amber, technically.
Can I roll Arcana on something on this, Dumey, to see what I can tell?
well, can you see if there's any thoughts?
Oh, yeah. Jason
just-
will cast Detect Thoughts at will.
Okay.
And try to... Sorry, not Detect Thoughts at will. He's going to try to use telepathy and try to read the mind of the child, see if anything's in there.
Okay. Well, also give me an Arcana check.
I can do that. I'm good at that. 24.
So, Jason, as you reach out with telepathy to try and discern if there's any thoughts within this form, at first you don't really pick up anything, but through the desperation of the moment, you start to reach out with other senses and with your innate connection to the weave. And with a bit of trying and a bit of searching, you find what in your senses you perceive as a thin thread that trails off from this form, connecting it to something else. And within your mind, you hear a sound that you've heard before.
I just
hate you.
gagged.
Not that again.
Is
Please, no.
is Dumey, have I been able? If I'm checking the body of the shadow assassin, have I been able to find one of the pieces of amber?
Well, let's finish off with Jason
sorry.
first, and then we'll get to that.
Jog my memory. I've heard that sound before again. Where was it from last time I heard it?
Shadow assassins.
It's the sound the shadow assassins make.
Okay, so is that making Jason think that the shadow assassins have her soul essentially?
I can only tell you the clues that are there. I cannot tell you what Jason thinks.
Okay, is there anything I can do to roll to see if Jason can get a better understanding of that and like why he's hearing that, or like if he can do anything to try to communicate with that threat or whatever, or with that laughter?
I mean, you can attempt to communicate with that thread if you give me another Arcana check.
Single attempt. 21.
21. You reach out, and physically reaching out as well, as if trying to touch something that everyone else cannot see.
Yeah, Jason looks very focused right now.
You attempt to like pull on that thread a little bit, almost like a thread in a shirt, just to find the source of it. And as you tug and you gently try to manipulate this thread, there's suddenly a shockwave that comes from the end that you can't find, as something gives a darker feedback to push you out.
Wow.
Lovely. Okay. Do I make any saves or anything, or is it just like it's just he shoved out of the mind or whatever?
Your check wasn't high enough.
No, I mean, like, am I just shoved out of the mind, or do I have to roll like a saving throw or something?
No, I mean, you're still in the mind. There's
Okay.
nothing there. You just can't follow the thread any further.
Okay. Yeah, Jason's gonna come out of his trance, look kind of disturbed because, goddamn that giggling. He's gonna look to me and say, "There's something there. It's faint, and it had the semblance of like the sound the shadow assassins made when I've entered their minds and stuff before."
So they've already taken her whatever and put her in something else, like they did with those toys?
It would seem so, but there's still something. The body's still connected to it, for what it's worth.
Can we follow the connection?
I tried and I got thrown away.
Now, Saren, while they're having this discussion, give me your investigation check.
I've done this before.
It's a minimum of 19. There we go.
Saren, kind of listening and not listening at the same time while looking through the same cloak that you've dug through before, you find a wooden sword with a yellow gem in the pommel.
I say, I think I found June. I said, she's like the shadow assassins. There's a piece of amber in a toy, in something precious to the child, in a teddy bear. Pulls out silver bear and puts back in pocket briefly. I said, sword that was June had, yellow stone on the end. Probably has her soul.
I don't
Do
like
we know
that.
how to put it back?
I don't know how to find things. Like, put pieces together, but I'm not magic.
Oh, okay, you said that out loud.
How
Yeah.
far
Yeah, she
away
said
are
that
you,
out loud.
though?
Man,
I'm 10 feet from you.
And she's right there.
Saren was here. You were here.
I don't see behind me, okay?
Yeah, we're good.
You would have
we're good.
heard me.
Galloy would say, I have some experience with the interactions of souls and objects.
Hawks is just going over to Amber, making sure that she is okay.
Okay, so how do we get the mind from the stone? Because it's happened to all the people in the village as well. Remember, there were all those stones with people's pictures. Pulls out bag. shows.
I could see if
collection of rocks.
her mind is in the stone if you want quickly.
Yeah, well then we'll know if it's her or another kid.
Yeah,
Because I've got like a
do you want me to try
collection.
to telepathically speak to it? So we know
I
if
don't
it's
know.
even the right one?
Perhaps some physical contact between the vessel and the vessel would yield
Yep.
results.
But what if it's not the right vessel is what I'm saying? Should we make sure that it's the right one first?
Preferably,
Yeah, make sure it's
I
the right one.
don't want to put something in June that isn't June.
Jay says, give
Yeah.
me 1 second. He's going to try to telepathically see if he can get anything from the gem.
Okay, give me a Arcana check. Because it's not just telepathy; it's also a magic item.
Yep. Well, 30? How's 30?
Describe to me how you're doing this. Like, are you touching it? Or are you just focusing on it? Tell me what you're doing before.
He's gonna focus it. He's gonna leave his hand just above it because he doesn't want to touch it in case it's cursed or anything. He hasn't actually checked,
Okay.
but he's gonna touch and just try to see if there's anything, like if he tries to reach out to it.
Jason,
and, like, into the weave.
as you reach out with these senses again, the path of that thread that you couldn't follow, it feels like it fits. There is definitely a warmth, a familiar warmth of a soul that you know within the gem.
Okay.
And as you kind of sense these things, there is a shadow that swirls around in the back of your mind, almost like a great beast just lingering in the brush, watching and stalking.
Okay. Can I tell if that's like in terms of just watching like what happens to the soul, or if it's like has anything to do with the physical gem?
Give me an insight.
Rip.
Oof.
It's a separate presence than what
Okay.
you're sensing. That's
Okay,
all
so-
that's all you can discern.
All right. Can Jason do something to see if there's any like curse or anything on the thing?
I mean, there's all sorts of things you could do that. What would you like to do? Or what would you like to have somebody else do? It's up to you.
Well,
guys.
Jason will detect magic on it
Okay.
because he gets to use that without a spell slot, so he'll use his Eldritch Sight.
There's definitely magic in this. The kind of magic that irradiates from Galloy, the kind that irradiated from Oddstum.
Okay.
It's
All right.
similar.
Jason's gonna say, "Yeah, it seems that the thread that I was able to see in her, seems to connect to this. There doesn't seem to be a curse on it. There is, however, a darkness. I can't describe it. It felt like it was watching me, like, talk to try to reach out to the mind."
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Can Mia try to manifest her echo inside the gem?
Ooh, that's an interesting one.
That's how Mia dies.
What's your spellcasting modifier for Mia?
I don't have one. Which is crazy because I cast two spells. 3 spells.
would-
Why not?
For an Echo Knight, that would be intelligence, right?
I think.
Intelligence,
would-
probably.
Well, my intelligence isn't high, so I have a +1 to intelligence. So it'd be intelligence plus proficiency, so it's 6. But I have a strong emotional connection.
Let me see here.
I would call that strength of will.
Just looking at a couple. I tell you what. If you're attempting to cast or to send your echo into the gem, give me an Arcana check first.
So good at
Can I
that.
assist with it? Can Jason assist his wife or no?
If you can give me some kind of magical pep talk that Jason would give to Mia, or some kind of like magical focusing
would
mantra,
definitely
I'll give
Float
you the
my
assist.
idea out loud.
I will. Okay, so Jason will tell me he's like, remember what we practiced. Clear your mind. Focus on what you want your spell to do. Remember, this has nothing to do with your physical form. This is the power of your mind. He's just gonna like focus on your mind. This has like your mind is a muscle just like your body. Something along those lines. How did I do, Dumey?
I'll give you the advantage on the Arcana.
And I helped.
Mia will grab Jason's hand, and then she'll kind of take her other hand and gently rub like June's temple, so she's, connected and grounded. This is not gonna be good, guys.
The 90's pretty good. I'm just saying.
19.
So better than I thought.
So, Mia, having lost your connection to the weave for the most part, you take what previous knowledge you had, and it's kind of like trying to do something that you remember doing as a kid, but you don't remember well. And so there's a familiarity there, but it's still kind of foreign to you, but you're able to reach out and make that a connection against all odds. And as you begin to see through the echo's eyes inside this magical pocket dimension of sorts, you feel something pushing back. Give me a constitution check. As this mass of darkness pushes against the darkness left over from Black Razor, there is a moment where you feel the two mixing as if they're one and the same, or a piece of one another. And this struggle within you to keep your individuality inside of your mind rages on as you begin to feel whole, but not wholly yourself. And there's a moment where this feels weird to you, and you pull back and separate the echo from this mass of darkness that's inside of this little pocket space. What would you like to do?
Search for June.
Okay. Turning away from that conflict with the other presence, you begin to reach out with your senses and search for June. And in this dark space that you're perceiving, there is a flicker of silvery light.
Am I able to make contact?
Would you like to try?
Yeah.
Okay. How would you like to try?
I would like to approach and kind of reach out towards the light to see if I can make a connection.
Okay. Give me another Constitution check.
Oh, this one not good.
As you reach out, you can feel your essence brush the silvery light. And for a brief moment, you hear, well, perhaps not hear, but sense June's voice. There's no words, it's just the melody, the canter, the pitch of what you remember June's voice to be. Before again you feel that dark presence pushing at your back, attempting to send you further from the light.
Can can I engage, like fight it off?
Yeah. You can attempt to fight it off. Give me a strength check. Gathering your will and pushing it down inside yourself, you're able to push this other presence back. And for a moment, when you connect and strike with it, you see just how big and how empty this form is, as a familiar sight of dark, unfurled wings is what you see as it backs off.
I'm going to briefly come out of Echo back into my body and relay what's going on and say anybody's best guess on how to get the bad thing out of there so we can put June back together.
Perhaps sorry. Perhaps we could build June a new body. It would
No,
last longer.
no, that's 100% not an option. Her actual body is perfectly fine.
It is empty.
Malaga sort of
Yes.
wandered over, getting curious, and been like, "Is it a curse?"
No, I think she has a guardian in there. Just not a good one.
Yeah. Do you think it'd be the same ones that are in all of the stones from the people, from the town, the ones we collected?
Saren, give me a quick little history check.
Oh, sorry. That was Saren. I just have Galway selected.
Saren, you would recall that the gems that were left behind from the people were black in color, and their entire form could be seen like they were trapped within. Whereas these gems are amber, and you can't really see a figure within them.
Okay, as much as I would like to solve this problem, I don't know what time it is, but we need to check this place out. There's nothing we can do for June at the moment. As much as I want to help her, there's nothing any of us, I don't think, can do right this very moment. So let's just...
I can do something. What if I go in there and I fight it? What if I fight it off?
And you become trapped in there and we lose someone else.
I wouldn't be trapped in there. It's not how this works.
You don't know how that would work.
I can
you could end
dismiss
up-
myself from the Echo at any time.
You,
So far, I've figured out.
We don't know what kind of magics you're dealing with in there, though.
But I'm not.
If you are
in
putting
there.
your mind into a separate vessel and then your mind is cut off from that vessel, do you remain in the vessel or in your original form?
What he said.
I've never had my mind cut off. I've always come back. If my echo gets annihilated,
As far as you
I
know,
come back
this
to
is still a
me.
relatively new ability.
Right, but you put the same faith when you do a
I've
polymorph.
never done a poly.
Yeah, but this is next level plane magic, like Shadowfell magic.
No risk, no reward. I'm not having a little girl trapped.
You don't even
with
know. You
what
don't know
was
if
in
you
there.
can even save her.
But I have to try.
Not if it puts you at risk. You don't.
Perhaps it would be wise to attempt this whilst we are somewhere not so exposed. This is indeed a, as the kids would say, gnarly situation.
Excuse me, Arethel says as she's been listening to you guys talk this through. Could I offer
on.
an well, granted, I'm not the type of paladin that does a lot of healing. But compassion is one of our tenets, and it would occur to me that if shadows are the problem, would light be a solution?
Can't hurt to try.
Do you suggest we shine holy light through and project the soul from inside?
Might work.
I don't have any specific suggestion, but there are at least two of you here of faith that do gain power from a higher being. It's just a thought.
Aren't there 4 of us?
Harry takes it literally and lights up her shield.
Erthel kind of covers her eyes with her forearm a bit.
This
Very
great.
little
Literal.
at the like the shield's light.
How does that work with the Celestial? Because Jason technically gets his power from a higher power.
Well, she said people of faith.
The Celestial's technically a faith thing. It made Jason a better person, kind of.
You made a pact.
Made him a better person, kind of, sort of.
She doesn't have all the answers, okay? She's just offering a suggestion. And she doesn't know you all that well. But
Perhaps
two of you,
could...
yeah, two of you have symbols of gods that you prominently wear.
One of which is a superhero.
All hail the mighty.
I will yeet you into the ocean.
I was gonna say, Ixon, what's your
Why
problem?
is that a
Oh.
punishment? He's a fish man.
If
I was gonna say, all hail the mighty Ixon. What's wrong with that?
we understand, Mr. Hawks,
Because
the
it's painted on
mighty...
Ixon. Usually you scream it with no issue.
Fine, I'll say it. All hail the mighty Ixon.
Oh god.
It would just occur to me that a cooperative effort could be useful.
Perhaps one
agree.
could be a conduit for the soul and one could heal the body in the process.
We don't need to heal the body. We've done that.
Yeah, the body's fine.
It is empty.
Yes, but the body itself is
Wait a
healthy.
minute.
It's healthy. It's completely healthy. It's fine in that regard.
It is empty.
Yeah, we got that.
If you're not going to provide any insight, I kindly suggest that you back up.
Here's some insight for you. Ixen created all the dragon gods.
Oh lord, here we go.
Hawks,
This is not
it's
the
literally
time,
not the
Hawks.
time. I will send you to the desert.
That's rude.
Okay.
Wait,
Amber
what's a
knows where it
desert?
is.
You
Oh,
you
no.
saw Kaylin when she came back?
Yes.
She
No
came
water.
from the desert.
No
Oh,
liquid.
Okay.
but
Anyway,
I feel my own liquid.
Not
Anyway,
after I'm done with you. If you don't
Malagos.
shut
all right. Yep. Attempting. You said something was pushing back. I know I'm not the best knowledge about like house spells and all that. Blah blah blah. Did it feel like someone was using a spell to stay there? Okay. Dude, my thought is like, because Malagos has cleansing touch. My thought was, well, what if she held the gem in her hand and used cleansing touch on it? But I don't think it would work that way.
Everybody has wonderful thoughts, but they're only thoughts until you put them into practice.
What kind
Oh,
of
we're dead
paladin
right.
is our friend?
Arathel's gonna get yeeted into the ocean.
Arethel? Arethel is
Yep.
the Oath of the Crown paladin.
Ugh.
She's not a
I need
Healy paladin.
somebody's.
She's a
I don't want a
protection.
Healy paladin. I want a paladin whose turning ability is not undead.
I know one of those.
Me too. And they're never useful. Except
They're
for
very-
in this
They
moment.
are extremely useful, thank you.
I'm not even gonna ask. Malagos is gonna be like, I can try something. Can I see the gem? Hopefully it's backfire. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
So, I guess going to again. Holding the gem in her hand, she's going to, actually, she's gonna like cup it in like both of her hands and like focus and like close her eyes and focusing on, channeling the power that Bahamut had bestowed upon her in an
Okay.
attempt to cleanse any darkness from this gem and like it's all real weird, but like healing energy into it, good thoughts, good things, do bad juju. Wording is not my forte.
Okay, because this is
Um.
not a conventional use of healing touch or cleansing touch, I'm gonna ask you how many charges of cleansing touch would you like to try and put into?
Currently, I have 2.
Currently, you have 2. Is that how
We're
much you'd
gonna
like
put
to put
all
in?
2 into it. Uh-huh.
Hi, Gug.
All right. Describe this action for me, Malagos.
Again.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Pageantry.
so again, oh god. What words did I use? So Malagos has this gem cupped in both her hands, eyes closed, focusing all of the power, focusing on channeling that power that Bahamut bestowed upon her and like channeling it through her hands into this gem of that like pure cleaning, healing energy all into it to try to take out that bad juju that Mia had described being in there
Okay.
in hopes of securing the soul of someone they cared about and
Okay.
protecting them.
And Mia, are you switching your senses back when she's doing this?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back into the echo.
Okay. Mia, for a moment, as you switch back, you're back in the same darkness. But as Malagos is pushing and praying, you see these footprints of light beginning to circle around you. And slowly, the feet appear, and the legs appear, and the body appears of this great draconic deity that is just circling your form. And as it circles, it does push back the darkness a bit. But through the light, you can see that the darkness itself is greater, a larger form. But for the moment, you're in the safety of this deity's presence.
I come back out of my echo and I say, Kyrie, connect at the same time. Give something to help Malagos. It could work, but the darkness is bigger than Malagos.
Kyrie will. Let's see. Kyrie will nod at Mia, acknowledging that she heard her, and will. Let's see. I don't know if it's been 7 days since I've used this last.
It has.
Kyrie will pray to Tamara to ask her aid in getting June back to her body. If she can't aid, at least provide some kind of advice that would help us get there.
Okay. Give me a D100 roll.
The dice? There we go.
Damn it.
Because of the presence of another deity in this moment, I'm going to let you roll that one more time.
Heck.
You reach out.
It's hard to roll that low.
Yeah, you reach out trying to ask Tamara for the answer. And while she doesn't answer you directly, you get the feeling that she's waiting for you to make the decision.
I don't know what decision.
And decide on how to help.
Try to cleanse the dark spirit.
What are you using to try and do this?
The holy symbol on my shield.
Okay, and how are you going to push your power into that?
Well, it's still lit up. And I will try to focus my energy into it to make it brighter, to actually, like, kind of make the light more radiant.
What kind of channel divinities do you have?
Turn undead, preserve life.
And what does preserve life do?
Heal.
Okay. Describe your action as you try and channel that divinity through your shield and into this moment.
I will close my eyes and put my hands next to the symbol, but not covering it, and channel my magic and energy into healing through that symbol.
Okay. As Kyrie does this, between Kyrie and Malagos, you both can almost feel the presence of each other's deity as the essences of Tamara and Bahamut cooperate in order to fight back this darkness. Mia, the circle that your echo stands in has grown outward enough to encompass you and the silvery light that you were trying to connect with. The circle is strong now, but there is a sense of urgency as you're not sure how long these two presences can hold back the larger one.
Well, I think that Mia is very protective of June, and the fact that people are treating this as a lost cause or a experiment would make her blood absolutely boil.
Okay.
Mia always got chastised in the beginning for not wanting to be someone that helped the people in need to forsake a mission, and now that she's grown and things have changed, she's seeing that other side as people are kind of reverting back to the way that she was in the beginning, and she understands that frustration.
Okay. As that frustration builds in you, Mia, you can't see it, but your friends watch as your hair color shifts to a shadowy black. And this inky black mist begins to emanate from your hands where they lay in a meditative position. And inside, you feel the building, you feel that piece of darkness that Black Razor left behind, fighting back against what feels like a larger piece. And as you let this start to push out, everything stops. The connection broken. The gem in the wooden sword cracks in half. And after a moment, a young girl's cough can be heard as she begins to breathe again.
That's the coolest fucking thing we've ever done.
Mia comes back to her body. And just kind of brushes June's hair out of the way. June, can you hear me?
And she opens her eyes. And she's kind of startled, Mia, as your hair is still that wavy blackness, as you have not ended your age.
Yeah.
I mean, I think subtly the relief will just wash it away.
Okay. And yes, as the hair color returns and that blackness fades, she kind of looks up and her eyes begin to focus and looks around. What happened? Where are we? Mom? Grandma? What?
Hey, look at me. It's okay. It's okay. A lot has happened. And we really need to get you to safety. You remember us, right?
Yeah,
June?
we were in the inn. You guys were staying, and Grandma had cooked for you, and then you all went out to the fair, and I was gonna come with, but why are we here?
We came here to find you. And we did. And like I said, once we get to a safe spot, I promise I will tell you all about it. But we don't know if we're safe right now, and I really want to get you out of here and to safety. Is that okay? Can you move?
Oh, I hurt all over.
That's okay.
Malagus
Arithel,
is going to.
go ahead, Malagus.
Yeah, Malagus is gonna stop focusing on the gem after hearing June's voice, crouch down next to her, place her hand on June's shoulder, and a hand on her holy symbol, and just say, Bahamut, ease her pain, and cast Cure Wounds at a level 2.
Okay. She starts to sit up, and it's a little shaky. And she hasn't really moved in this body in some time. Of course, she hasn't realized that.
I'd support her back.
Thank you. Are we near the ocean?
Oh, we are not in the city anymore.
Oh. I always wanted to see the ocean.
Well, today's the day. Okay, so we're gonna be on a time crunch. Like I said, we might be in danger, and I don't want you to get hurt. So we're gonna move, and we might move pretty fast. Would you want to go it yourself, or I think there might be a griffin that you can ride on?
Arithel smiles, and she kneels down with everybody. I think I can take care of the child. Would you like that? Would you
Mia
like to see a griffin?
looks her in the eyes, deadly serious. One hair, Arithel. One fucking hair.
Don't worry, this is what I specialize in. And June kind of looks timidly from Arithel to Mia to Malagos and to the rest of you, as if waiting for some kind of permission.
Arithel's a friend. You can trust her.
Yeah, she's good people, kid.
You do not know me, but Arithel is the person I trust most in this world.
Well, it's me. There's a robot June hasn't seen.
Yeah, she kind of turns her head and looks at the strange voice and metal form.
Hello, halfling. I am Galloy Steelheart of the Iron Legion.
I'm gonna mumble to Malagos.
I can't hear you. Whatever you just said, it did not come through.
Oh, I mumbled very quietly to Malagos. Oh my god, he doesn't know what children are. He knows nothing about squishies.
Nope.
She's a bit speechless, but Arithel reaches and takes her hand. And the paladin has a very kind, almost motherly presence about her.
There's a new superhero in town.
The superhero is her wife.
I'll take her to my griffin and we'll head back to the stronghold and we'll wait for you there.
Thank you.
By Bahamut's light, she will be there when you arrive.
We worked hard to get her back, so she better be.
Earthel kind of turns and like places her hands on June's shoulders and gently walks her towards the griffin. And she kind of turns her head back to you guys and smiles and just mouths the words, "Good job."
Mia gets up and kind of follows after and stops June. And she takes like a dull dagger that she uses for training from like her leg strap, and she says, "For the one you lost."
Really?
Careful. Promise.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. There's still a weakness in her voice, but there is some excitement.
And you train with me only.
She nods quickly.
Go on. Get to safety.
Earthel helps the girl up into the feathers of the griffin before hoisting herself up. All right. We'll be back at the stronghold with everyone else. Don't take too long. We don't know what's going on out here.
Yeah. Usually we promise that and then we get swept away to a different place altogether. So I can't make a promise we'll be right back, but I can make a promise we'll try.
Very well. And she kind of pats the griffin on the side, and the griffin gets a running start before flying off into the direction of the stronghold.
Mia walks back to the group. Take whatever you need. Look through what you want. I know that was holding us up, she says a little bit angrily. And then we go on.
I'm not annoyed that it held us up. We got June back. I was just worried that we'd spend days trying to work it out. As my head's like in a box as I'm looking for stuff that might be helpful.
Malagos would like to go loot that fucking giant.
I am looting the corpse right by me.
I'm like head first in a box.
Let's see what else that
Or you can
bastard
see
has on
Sarah's
him.
like sticking out of the box. Like,
Galloy is staring at Sarah and says, Don't these belongings belong to the Downsfolk?
Yeah, but there might be something about the people who stole Kaylin, so I can say whatever the fuck I like if it helps me find Kaylin. Still a head in box.
Okay,
As they're talking, I'm checking this thing's pockets.
so
The boat, jump on the boat.
that thing, Hawks,
Just
is
break the
actually just a cloak because the entire form like dissolves. That's where Saren found the wooden sword with the gem. Saren, you are rooting through a crate of potatoes.
I say, fuck this shit, and I'm walking towards the boat.
I just take the cloak.
Okay, you take the cloak.
Yes.
I
Put-
give up. I'm like, there's nothing here. I'm gonna look at the boat.
For
Because there'll
now,
be something on the boat.
in your treasure thing, put down Shadow Assassin's cloak.
Since Jason-
Malagos.
Oh,
Wait,
sorry, go ahead,
I still gotta do Malagos.
Mm-hmm.
Malagos, the only thing you find on the giant, as he doesn't really wear gloves or clothes, it's just a skinless form. There is a belt that he wears, just a normal leather belt. But there is a scroll in the belt.
Can I take the scroll and try to read it?
You have found a scroll of cause fear.
Oh.
Like the giant needed
Okay.
any help with that.
Oh,
And just be like, hey, Jason.
oh, you're definitely.
He's like crouching next to the giant, holding up the scroll, going, cause fear?
What's up,
Scroll?
Malagos?
You want to scroll crawl sphere? Because I don't know if I can cast this, but you learn things based off scrolls, don't you?
Yeah, I can jot it down in my book and I'll be able to use it permanently.
Here you go, buddy. He's
Okay,
going to gift the scroll to Jason.
It's Galloy putting the potatoes back in the box.
Dumey,
Yes.
because Jason had detect magic on, does Jason see any magic items or anything on the ground that from that anyone dropped? Because I have that active right now because I just did it.
The only magic you're seeing here on the dock is from the devices.
Okay, and that's it.
Yeah, a quick curse, well, not quick, but if you guys like take a glance or a search of the crates, you do find that these are for the most part shipping goods like foods and drinks and like cloths and textiles, you know, different materials. This
Jason will just tell everyone, be like, there's nothing of magical items here other than, and again, I'll point out to what you said about like the equipment.
Mhm.
If that helps speed things along, because it seems Saren's in a bit of a hurry.
Oh, can I jump onto the boat? There's only a 5-foot gap. Can I jump onto the boat?
I mean, can you stick to walls?
Say no.
Only if I drink crawler mucus potion.
She's direct type of third.
Do you need to be launched by Malagos?
I mean, a quick glance will tell you that if you keep following the stone dock, that there's a gangplank that goes over to the ship, just, you know, down the way a little bit. But if you really want to try and make the jump, I'm all for it. Let's go. Give me an athletics check to make that jump into...
Can I do it in a pretty way? So it's dexterity, because you have to be dexterous to jump?
Because of second story work, long jumps are actually made with dexterity instead of strength.
Okay, alright. That's
Oh
fine.
my god. I love the knowledge you have on D&D. You're the best ever. Acrobatics?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Okay.
Fuck.
So, Saren, as you take a running jump, you step up the crates to get a higher vantage point, and there are large windows on the back of the boat, of course, because you know the boat like is much taller than the dock. And you make this plan to grab onto the window frame and scurry yourself up onto the upper deck. However, as you make this jump, it's near the ocean and things are wet and your foot slips.
Is it dark?
No, it's not dark.
I didn't mean to do that, Dumey. Sorry.
It's not dark. And as you jump, you're just about there and you reach out and you grab at the piece of this ship, and then suddenly there is a splash that you all hear.
Well,
Marcus just
someone
goes,
thought they were me.
oh no.
Darren's gonna swim over to the gangplank and climb up.
Hey, Saren, you're not a fish.
Not talking about it.
No talking.
Gallo is going to turn to the Dragonborn and say, I believe that your scurrying one just fell in the water.
I'm not talking about it.
Malaga's gonna
I'm on
look
the
over.
edge.
She hops over there and be like,
Uh-huh.
she's fine.
Jason's literally going to just laugh.
I'm on the edge. Hey, Saren. You
Don't want to hear it. I'm la la
you
la la
don't
la. I'm
swim
ignoring
like
you.
I
La la
can,
la 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 la. La 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 la.
Loudly laughing. Jason's loudly laughing.
As she's swimming, I am going to create water over her head.
Oh,
As funny as this is, we might not have time for jokes.
Yes,
I
moving.
tried to go the fast way, Mia. This was not the plan. Hox, you're not helping.
Saren, pulling
Either was you jumping into the water, but here we are.
pulling yourself out of the water. I mean, with some create water over your head, at least it's washed out the salt water.
No, I'm not there yet.
So you're wet still, but it's not salty seawater. It's fresh water that was dumped on your head.
I yell, at least it's fresh water.
Galloy is going to take a little oil flask from inside of his repair kit and say, "Salt water is bad for joints. Would you like some?"
I look so unhappy. You know when cats have a bath and they're scowling at like their owner? That's what I look like.
You match your costume.
Oh, wonderful.
But salt water is good for your hair.
Okay,
I thought it wasn't.
She's a wood elf, not a sea elf.
Yeah, well,
Uh,
I'm
A bad wood elf at that. Let's all be real honest. Saren's a wood elf who hates being in the woods.
all right. If we're done looting, have we checked?
done
Is there
looting.
any like
We need to go.
treasure chesty things, not just potato crates?
As
Well, I was
said,
gonna check the
There's
bow.
nothing magical here.
Oh,
perhaps
all right,
the adversary's ship would be a good place to start looking for clues about the adversary.
I just start walking to the plank.
Jason
I
has
don't
decided that he will
fall
from
in the
now on
water.
refer to Galloy as Captain Obvious.
So
Yes, this would be accurate.
You are Captain
I
Obvious.
see the
but I like
obvious
you,
when others
Galloy.
do not.
as the group approaches this ship, you see the words "the Umbral Serpent" written on the back of the ship.
Does that mean anything to anyone?
Yes.
Isn't that the name of the ship?
Oh my god.
Umbral refers to darkness and or a deep shade of purple. It is often used to describe things of shadow.
Oh god.
I'm
Are
Are
assuming
you
the
going
name-
to do this all the time?
What were we
Do
gonna
I
say, Jamie?
recognize it?
This is a rather formidable ship as you guys approach it. Its darkened hull, constructed from a shadow-imbued wood, casts this eerie aura of foreboding. It has ebon sails, which still kind of shift in the wind as it fights its anchor. There are intricate runic carvings along the surface of this ship, resonating with a latent power to it, and a sinister figurehead of a coiled serpent and shadowy dragon just looming at the prow.
Jason has decided that he's renaming it the Black Pearl.
There are also features of this ship of polished obsidian plating, which gives it an armored look, shimmering like still water under a moonless sky.
Would any of us have seen or heard about the ship before?
Another history.
Go ahead for history checks.
Yeah, 117. Let's.
No, none of you have heard of this ship before.
Ooh, wait.
Um,
So how do we get on it from here? Is there a...
There's a gangplank further along.
Mm-hmm.
Sure as hell not me.
I would say, how do we do it? How do we not go the Saren way?
You go
That's-
across the gangplank. Sarah just wanted to get there faster.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't much faster.
I walk over to the gangplank and say, "Hey, Saren, this is what you're supposed to walk on."
Already on the boat, my dude. And I just flick him
Jason's
off.
gonna use a minor illusion, have a giant neon sign above Hawk saying what he said.
I have not seen this technology in many years. How did you summon the fluorescent liquid?
It's an illusion, Jason.
Liquid.
Because then it disappears.
Of course.
He's a wizard. He's good at that.
Jason says, don't you use magic?
I transfer myself through the my queen's powers, and I use her strength to smite my foes.
Jason just like slowly nods his head with his eyebrows up.
Well, as you walk onto this ship, it does rock slightly with the waves. It's eerily quiet. It's very apparent, I mean, as you guys watched during the battle, that the crew and the cultists that accompanied them left through the portal in a hurry. What would you guys like to do while on this ship?
Check the ship for stuff.
Where would you like to go?
Anywhere that could have plans, papers, paperwork, the captain's quarters.
Yeah, like a captain's quarters, I guess.
Okay.
Is there a captain's quarter?
There is indeed.
Going to the captain's I'm going to the captain's quarters. I wonder what Barbosa was planning.
There's a pair of heavy obsidian-plated doors, and they are locked.
It is interesting they used
Can I
such a
shove
fragile
myself through
material
them?
for plating.
You want to try and shove yourself through them?
I thought they opened.
Would you like to
said.
check for traps?
Wait, did you say they opened?
I said they're locked.
Okay, Jason still has his detect magic eyes on. They're on for an hour. Does he see magic on those doors?
No, you don't see magic on the doors.
I motion for Malagos.
There, good point. Go ahead.
These tools.
Malagos, it seems like she's going to, and then goes, right. Hey, Saren.
Saren, well,
Oddly.
are you, which, is that, unlock check, or what is that?
Check for traps, and then I'm going to unlock it if there's no traps.
Okay. You find no hint of traps, and just because that's such a high roll, yes, you unlock it without much issue at all. As the doors
open the
opened up,
doors.
this is a very well-maintained, well-organized captain's chamber. There's a large desk in the center that has charts and paperwork set out. It's also the sleeping quarters of the captain.
Jason's gonna investigate the room.
Okay, Jason, give me an investigation check.
Got this. Come on. 27.
So, Jason, as you're looking around, you notice on the table quite a many different kinds of papers. What languages do you speak?
Good question. Common, Elvish, Sylvan.
As you look through these papers, none of them are written in a dialect that you recognize.
But I could comprehend languages, right?
If you so choose.
Wait, does Mia have that one does Mia have that as a free spell? I know she used to.
Nah,
No.
I don't do the
Um,
magics.
Galloy would say, if you need anything translated, I am more than happy to assist.
Jason will motion.
Can
it.
Malago's pig to see if it's
I
a
might
language
be
she
able to help.
knows?
Jason will motion Galloway over.
I have Eyes of the Runekeeper, so I can read everything.
Okay.
Oh. Well, shit.
Well, Galloy, the first thing you find is, of course, the ship's manifest.
Out of curiosity, Galloway, Jason is gonna ask what language it's written in, just because he's curious what they normally speak.
It would be Draconic.
Of course, I don't even know why I asked. I should have put fucking 2 and 2 together on that one. That's my bad.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
I say this scratching pattern here, the way that it is designed to look like claws, it is usually reserved for Draconic languages. I quickly jot down on a pad of paper next to me what the manifest says in common, and move on to the next.
Give me a d20, Galloy.
Hidden.
Roll 1d20.
The next thing you find is a letter.
Is it already open?
Yes.
Okay, in that case, I read it.
You could read that one aloud if you like.
I write to the esteemed cult leader, Djruthourhi. I write to convey our confirmation of the timely arrival of the weave dampeners. They have surpassed our expectations. Upon careful inspection, it is evident that the markers has infused these items with the utmost precision and craftsmanship. Their dedication to our cause is palpable. In each piece, we have no doubt that these items will greatly strengthen our pursuit of the dark agenda we share. We would be remiss not to acknowledge the importance of the Artificer's dedication in ensuring the prompt delivery. Their unwavering commitment to our cause is invaluable. As we move forwards with the aid of these exceptional items, we express our deepest appreciation for her contributions. In the shadows we trust. In your allegiance and secrecy. Grakthar Bloodaxe.
Did you read the ship's manifest to us, right?
I jotted it down.
Okay,
In
you
common.
jotted it down in a language Jason could understand?
In common.
Okay, so Jason is going to take a look at that and then go on the deck and say he'll be right back. Keep doing what you guys are doing, and he's gonna grab Amber to go take a look at number 3 on the cargo list because he's curious.
Uh-oh.
Scaly one.
We'll
are you
get-
born of the...
Yeah,
Okay.
no, that's why I said you guys could do it because Jason's gonna
Yeah.
go get Amber and be like, "Hey, Amber, Forbidden Tombs and stuff. Let's go take a look see."
Galloy, are you talking to me when you say scaly one?
Looking directly at the Dragonborn.
You're gonna
Which
need to
one?
specify.
There's 2 of them.
Well, no,
The
you're on
one
deck.
that didn't just walk out of the room.
Oh, the shiny one.
Yes.
Superhero.
The one with Bahamut's
Malagos.
crest. You are born of dragons. Do you understand their language?
Yes.
Many of these are in Draconic. Could you assist?
Yes, I can. And Malagos is going to go over and see what she can read in Draconic.
Give me a d20 roll.
What is it?
Oh, I want to
Two?
look at any false bottoms and any shelves, any books that look not
You-
quite like books. You know,
Malagos.
that sort
You find another report.
Oh, I'm not going to like this one, am I? Alright. Malagos is going to go to the esteemed cult leader Zidri. We write to bring to your attention our continued surveillance of the dragon dragonling known as Amber, an entity now aligned with Light's Gambit, and the one half-breed. This agent has been a subject of our close scrutiny. Our people have diligently monitored Amber's actions and interactions, revealing the following findings. Mysterious loyalties. Amber's past association with the half-breed, as well as her current alliance with Light's Gambit, suggests everything is going to plan. The exact nature of her involvement and motivations in the unfolding narrative remains enigmatic but beneficial. Malagos is not looking very happy as she's reading this. Arcane knowledge. Elindra displays.
Hold on. That
What?
name should be that name should be Amber, not Elindra, as a placeholder.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Sorry about that. No, my bad. Go ahead.
Amber displays a deep knowledge of draconic magic and cursory knowledge of the Shadowfell. Her involvement in facilitating the merger of the two planes is a matter of grave concern. Her actions have already posed a significant threat to our plans. Useful associates. Our agents have identified Amber's surrogate father, and his skills have been the potential to alter the balance of power. We await orders to retrieve this asset of cult purposes. Malagos is looking worried. Given these circumstances, we advise a heightened level of vigilance and proactivity in dealing with Amber's involvement in the unfolding events. In connection with career and her association with Light's Gambit, as well as her past ties to the half-breed, are matters that require continuous scrutiny. Our agent remain at your service, prepared to maintain our surveillance and to report our findings as they develop. Sever, the guild is dedicated to assisting the cult of the last in achieving its dark and treacherous ambitions. We shall closely monitor the situation and offer our services as required to ensure the scrutiny of your pursuits. May the shadows guide your path, cult leader Djruthourhi, and may you find a means to exploit the presence of
Amber.
Is that the presence of Amber for our advantage. Force and secrecy and service, signature of the Guildmaster, Don Vittoro, Blackheart Romano. Obsidian Syndicate. Yes, if our previous request for confirmation of the Shankar Salem being crucial to your plans is not answered in your next correspondence, I will deal with this guild business as I see fit. There's a lot of things that sound so familiar in this.
I'm gonna leave the room. I'm helping Mia. I'm helpful. I help Mia.
How well do you know this Amber?
Isn't that...
Are you talking to Malagos?
Yeah.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you say that again.
Yes, how well
I say, how well do you know this Amber?
I don't know Amber that well. I haven't fully trusted her either.
That doesn't mean...
Kalen's probably the half-breed they were talking about. Malagos is saying, I think they're talking about Kalen. I think that's who they mean by half-breed. But we need some answers. Now.
There is one more document on the table.
Gallo's
let's
gonna
look at
pick
the
it up and read it.
It's a letter that is sealed and seemingly unsent.
Galloy says, this letter is sealed. I am not allowed to open it.
Oh,
Malagos
buddy.
will take it from him and break that seal and hand it back. Go, there you go, it's open.
You are a bad girl.
It's fine. It'll be okay.
The Chosen Seekers. To the Chosen Seekers. In shadows, secrets writhe like serpents, and our endeavors continue to unearth the concealed truths that bind our worlds. Our paths grow ever darker, for we have uncovered vital fragments of knowledge, a shard of obscurity that lies enshrouded in the enigmatic Slandala vaults. In the quiet depths of this ancient citadel, hidden from prying eyes of the world, we have sensed the presence of one key. A key of 3. Its secrets resonate with the very essence of our undertaking. We must possess it, for only then shall our purpose be realized. Our whispers in the shadow have revealed that the Slandala vaults guard the key with jealous reserve for the most precious of treasures. It remains veiled from the uninitiated, shielded by arcane wards and the guardians of forgotten and crazed minds. Yet our persistence and devotion shall be our guiding stars, lighting the way to that which has been concealed for eons. The time is nigh, chosen seekers, to embark upon this perilous journey. We must infiltrate the vaults, navigate the intricate labyrinths, and seize the key that lies dormant within. Only then can we further our clandestine purpose, drawing nearer to the unison of the realms. Gather your strength, your resolve, and your allies to the new moon of Mithma?
Mathma.
Mithma?
It's the 7th month of the year.
Would it be the 7th from when Galloway is?
Undecided at the moment.
I would use the dwarven calendar, so you just hear static as he fails to read it. The Slandala vaults shall be our destination, the place where shadows and mystery converge. Our ascendant beckons, for the key within the vaults is the answer to our most coveted designs. Trust in the shadows, as they shall guide our steps. When the key is within our grasp, we shall forge our dark destiny, binding the realms together as one, in shadows and secrecy. Kibrish of the Astral Schneid.
Oh yeah, that sounds good.
The Warforged would just turn towards anyone in the room and say, "We cannot go to the Slandala vaults. It is a lost cause."
Why do you say that?
I'm sorry, what'd you just say?
The Slandala vaults will imprison you all and keep you for eons as you slowly go mad.
What if I'm already mad?
Yeah, you tell him, Garganoth. Son Daniel.
What if I'm already crazy?
Galloway, when the dwarf speaks, would be like, "If you order it, I shall go."
What? Order breakfast?
My man.
Jason, what do you want to order? Gallo is making breakfast.
Jason is sadly downstairs trying to look at Forbidden Tombs with Amber, but if he was there, he would very much appreciate this.
Galloway would just say, "If they are seeking the vaults, they could become very dangerous. I suppose my own aversion to the place could be overcome. It is an Athenarium location, where they keep their most dangerous artifacts, such as myself." None of you are speaking.
Yep, none of them are speaking.
Well, we don't know you very well, so we're kind of just like,
I'm not there to speak. In my defense, I'm not there to speak. Jason would probably have a bit to say if he was there, but he ain't there, so I can't say squat.
You can
Kyrie
actually
will-
see. You can actually see Garganoth's eyes glaze over as he's like doing the mental math of how this leads to breakfast.
Oh, my
Oh, Garg.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
The son of Daniel.
Kyrie, after a pause, will say, "Dangerous? What do you mean you're dangerous?"
I am the
Fox is
last
slowly backing
survivor
away.
of the Iron Legion.
I guess I don't know that history, sorry.
You follow the dragon gods?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
And they so quickly cover up their massacre.
well, I don't quite know the history. I met Tamara and pledged myself to her. I don't really know the lore behind. Sorry.
There could be ears here. Perhaps it is not the best place to discuss.
Probably not.
I don't know if we waited, I could probably fix that problem, but not right this second. I can't.
Let's shift off to the group of 4 that has gone below decks looking for things for a moment.
Was I there to hear the intelligence report, or was I gone by that stage?
Nope, you already left, which makes it
Cool.
so much more fun. So as Jason and Amber and Mia and Saren both make their way below decks toward the cargo hold for different reasons. As you go down into the cargo hold, the temperature drops, of course, because you're kind of underwater. You're in the lowest hold of the ship. And I want all 4 of you to give me a perception check.
If I have a passive of 19.
No. I still want a perception check.
Jeez, I rolled my passive.
I rolled higher than my passive. Let's go.
So each of you notice a smell, a familiar smell. And as you step into the hold, you find barrels of gunpowder which have been shattered and broken all around.
Oi. Fuck.
Be
There-
careful what
Son
you
of
touch.
a bitch.
This is literally the worst place for Jason to be ever.
In this dimly lit cargo hold, there stands a large, imposing figure of authority.
Of
Draped,
course.
draped in shadowy attire, adorned with similar cryptic runes to his ship. His weathered countenance speaks of years at sea and encounters with the forces of the Shadowfell. There are scars that cover the flesh which you can see, each resembling shadowy markings. Captain Blackhorn moves with a commanding presence as he lifts up a single oil lantern that's
Aw,
blazing
fuck.
to life. He grins at the 4 of you as you enter. You won't be taking my ship.
We don't want your ship. We don't want your ship. We don't want it. We don't want your ship.
The captain,
Our friend was just.
We don't want your ship. We just want your shit.
the captain takes his
Wait,
ship
wait.
with him.
No, we'll leave. We're just looking for some information about our friend who went missing, and then we'll be gone.
Whisper me either a persuasion or a deception check there, Saren.
Just imagining Saren doing all this while stuffing her pockets with sleight of hand.
Whichever you feel is appropriate.
Being genuine here. I haven't. I've only stolen like 2 things since the party got back together. I paid for everything else.
So you can persuasion.
Only.
Persuasion. I am
Mia
being
decides
honest.
to take up now to start smoking.
Are you sure you don't want to be lying?
I will. Fine, because it's higher. But I
the
wanna be
fire-
genuine.
Is the fire that he has in that lamp magical or no?
It doesn't seem
Isn't that
magical.
metagaming to like decide that you're lying only because it's higher?
Oh,
You didn't whisper it, but thank you.
sorry.
We have no idea if that passes or fails.
He stares at Sarah and focusing on the elf for a moment. Still holding the lantern up, he shakes it in his hand, the metal rattling and the light swaying as it reflects off the dark walls. If you ain't here for me ship, you can leave now. By foot
We need to find it.
or by explosion.
We've lost our friend. They were taken by the people who were on board your ship.
Can I just? I'm just extinguishing the flame.
Non-magical flame that you can see within range. 5-foot cube. You affect it in one of the following ways. You just want to extinguish the flame?
Yeah, I'm just turning off the fire. Like, no fire, none of that.
Okay.
And anytime he tries to stick a match, I'm gonna keep doing it too. I'll be like, no.
Okay. The flame goes out.
Now let's all talk civil like.
Give me an insight check, Remy.
17.
Jason, I'm gonna whisper this one to you.
Oh no, we're dead.
Uh-oh.
Remember the time we were on alive?
That was Wander.
I don't want him to worry. Jason didn't do it to scare him. Jason says, let's just continue to talk. You want us to leave? Okay. But let's cool it with the fire. It would be a shame for you and your ship to get blown up, wouldn't it?
The captain tosses the now darkened oil lamp against the hull of the ship, and it breaks as the oil covers the wall.
Oh.
Okay, there's already gun. There's no gun, but like that's not the gunpowder, so it wouldn't start a fire, right?
Depends how
It's
hot the
just more
oil is
fodder.
when it hits the gunpowder.
We're already in a hostile port. The cultists have left.
Hostile.
The crew has left. Leaving only me and my girl. Ready to do what's needed.
By
We're
your
not
girl,
going
do
to
you mean
take
like an actual girl? Or you're referring to the ship.
The serpent takes no prisoners.
Okay, so they're gonna leave. Do you want to leave, or you want to blow yourself up? If we're all leaving, like, what's the point of you blowing yourself up when you can continue to sail the seas?
Just curious, while this conversation is going, Mia, Amber, what are you doing?
Looking for ways to subdue.
Jason would probably be in your head being like, start leaving now. Like, leave and tell the others to leave. That's what Jason would be yelling in your heads.
And
All three of you be like, go, tell the others to get off the ship.
Would I know anything about this guy? Do you want me to roll a history to see if I recognize him and maybe I can try to play to his ego?
I mean, you can roll history check if you like. Amber, being the bookish type and the keeper of scrolls and reader of histories, you have read of what you only thought were sea tales of a Captain Blackhorn that supposedly sailed from the seas of this world into the seas of the Shadowfell and back.
I'm going to absolutely ignore Jason. I'm going to take a very careful step forward and I'm going to bow low to him and say, "Why, great Captain Blackhorn, we come here not to steal your ship or to create hostility, but to learn of the greatness that you bring and your amazingness between traveling all seas. We simply wish to, if you would allow us, to learn a fraction of the greatness that you know. We wish no harm to come to you.
Okay. Whisper me a persuasion or deception roll, whichever you feel is accurate. Captain Blackhorn chuckles to himself as he reaches into his pocket and pulls out a potion bottle filled with a swirling, faintly glowing reddish-orange liquid.
Would I have any idea what the kind of potion that is by looking at it, or no?
Now, girlie. I've been up and down these seas. Been in the brothels. And no pretty words from no female scaly or not is gonna sway me.
Okay, fine. We're not trying to sway you. We're gonna find some information about our friend that was kidnapped and leave. I'm not trying to persuade you or deceive you or anything else. We're just looking for information about our friend that went missing, and then we're gone.
He does not care about our friend that went missing.
I know. I'm aware.
No,
You
I know
can
this is
each-
Jason telling you this.
You can each roll a perception check with the bottle if you like. If you
It wouldn't
How
be
much
Arcana.
would
It
we-
wouldn't be Arcana to know like what kind of magic it is.
How much money would we have to pay you to let us spend like 25 minutes finding some information? Actually, wait, you're the captain, aren't you?
I am. Sure, give me an Arcana check, Jason.
What would you know about the people who were on your boat before, the cultists?
Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Fuck me. Jason's really yelling in everyone's minds to get out, get out, get out, get out now. 'Cause
We
he's not
had a
gonna-
contract.
Hawk
They
sleeves.
pay, they get my ship.
How do I... Can I use this yet?
Okay, how much would I need to pay you to get 10 minutes to look around for some stuff? Nothing valuable, just some paperwork. I'm like you, I do contract work.
I didn't expect this outcome. 1 second.
Oh wait, that one just, the hook just fell out.
They're just talking up a storm.
Gonna roll some dice
good.
here.
Yeah, Jason's yelling in his mind that it's alchemist fire. And same thing to Amber.
Can I respond to Jason when he's in my head?
Yes. Let me double check on that.
Out loud.
You could out loud,
Because
yeah.
message, you have to say it out loud.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, hang on. Yeah, no, you can't respond to me telepathically. Only I can yell at you telepathically.
Okay, I'm gonna continue that.
I'm gonna send back to Jason real quick and ask if he is close enough to message anyone upstairs.
I'm assuming we are way out of range for that.
What's the range on it?
120
120
feet.
feet.
Oh, I mean the ships. You're like below where they are. That would be like
Are we less
12
than 30
stories.
feet? Are we less than 30 feet? Because if so, I'm gonna do this. Jason learned a new spell today.
I'll give you Garganoth is within 30 feet of you. The rest of them are just out of the range of that one.
Yeah. Okay, no, Jason's gonna use his message then.
Because I was yelling about breakfast through the floorboards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys are all gonna get loud messages in your headset yelling, "Get off the fucking ship!"
Grab everything, basically.
Malagus is gonna take that one letter she opened and attempt to like re-roll it and like seal it or something, because Something must be. You know what? No, fuck it. We're taking it.
Yeah, you're gonna all get really, really loud things in your mind that says, "Get the hell off the ship." Dude's gonna blow it the fuck up.
Nope, we're going.
And wait.
Orders received.
The-
The
With
captain
witnessed.
sits back on one of the crates, kind of brushing off a little bit of the gunpowder in a confident gesture. Well, now, I don't do much dealing with knife ears, but you fulfill the other half of my contract with the cult, and I'll call it even.
Did they not pay you the other half?
Not until delivery.
How much is the
What are you
other half?
delivering?
That ain't none of your business now, is it?
But I do love, and I'm going to sit on another crate as well, equally as confident. I say I do love knowing things, so it really helps in, my line of work, knowing what's being moved around.
Wait, you want us to pay you what they owe you, or what do you want us to do exactly?
100 platinum.
And what do I get in return?
Just
You get to keep all that pretty skin there on your bones. And he
I gave you a
flicks
bit of extra.
he flicks the cork off of the top of the bottle and puts his thumb quickly over the mouth of the bottle.
Has Mia and
I said
Amber started going upstairs yet, or no?
Yeah.
Amber has.
I haven't left, but I've been backing up, kind of biding time.
I'm going to pull out my platinum bag and jiggle it and say, for a bit of extra information, I could pay you a bit more than 100 platinum.
We ain't got no contract, girlie.
I'm just looking for a smidgy-widgy bit of information about who hired you.
we know who hired.
I don't. Or about what the other half of the bargain is. Or perhaps a little bit of extra time for us to go through your office.
Give me a persuasion check, Saren.
Nah.
He looks you over, Saren, and there is no connection there. There
I
is
say
disdain.
fine.
There is disdain. There is confidence in his position. And he just gives you that look that you even had the gall to try such a thing.
So Sarah's gonna apologize here. I really do apologize. I'm quite a slow counter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, I lost my count. 1,
Okay,
2,
and
and I'm looking at me.
What are you doing?
And that basically continues. But if he starts to look like he's running out of patience, I'll start counting faster.
as Saren starts counting, what are the other three doing?
Jason's casting Death Ward on Mia and Amber because Saren's an idiot in his mind.
Fucking, I'm keeping them both behind me because I'm a little more fire resistant than they are.
No,
and just,
Jason
like,
hasn't moved. Jason is not moving because he wants him to keep his eyes on Jason.
I'm still gonna try to at least get you to start moving backwards because again, I'm a little more fire resistant.
You have Death Ward on you, and so does Mia.
But you don't.
Nope.
How-
no, I do not.
Correct.
Big is Amber? Like how tall?
And Jason's also gonna message Garganoth and see if Garganoth got off the fucking boat. Like if the rest of them are off the damn boat.
Let's see. I'm short for a dragonborn.
I was just following the group upstairs, whatever they're doing.
Are the rest of you guys off the boat or no?
I already left.
Probably about
Kyrie is.
5'10".
Because Jason is yelling at you guys that Saren's being an idiot and angering the guy even more. Get off now.
Of course she is what I reply back.
Okay.
How can you not tell that she's stalling so that you can get to safety?
Well, actually, Garganoth's gonna actually head to you guys downstairs. I'm not worried about
Garganoth's
the
gonna
fire.
come downstairs?
She's literally just been aggravating the guy.
I'm stalling. That's why I'm counting slowly.
Yeah.
So that you can get away.
Off the boat and get as many papers as possible to get as much information as possible.
Jason's not going anywhere.
Minor
Oh my
illusion has
God.
been cast. What are we doing with it?
I didn't cast it. It was an accident. I was trying to
Oh, okay.
read it to see if I
Okay.
could make an illusion of myself. But
We've got a tense situation with Saren trying to stall for time. What are we doing?
O'Malley is going to grab his scrolls and be like, all right, time to go.
oh, we need to get off this ship because I was asking how big Amber was because I was going to try to like step behind her in a way that you couldn't see me after I did.
She's about 5'10".
Jason's also gonna death ward Saren.
And it is dim light down here. So give me a hide check.
My plan is so if Jason's kind of like behind but not directly behind her, I'm going to try to use both of them as cover so I can cast invisibility on myself without him realizing that's what it is.
Okay, give me that hide check. Alright, let me make a dice roll here. Hold on. Alright, continue.
51, 52.
Okay. Continue.
3.
Okay. So, being invisible, I'm going to try to. I'm going to try to make it over to him, like in a. Is there room to get around him?
There are paths. It's a large cargo hold.
Okay. I'm going to try to, like, circumnavigate around him. My goal is to get the alchemist fire out of his hand.
And what method are you going to attempt to do to use or to achieve that goal?
Like I said, so I'm going to use invisibility. Like I'm just trying to be, you know, sneaky over there. It's not my greatest moment, but if I see it going sideways, I'm going to have my echo. I'm going to throw my echo to like throw themselves at the alchemist fire. I don't know. This is a bad idea. I know it's a bad
It's a
idea.
terrible idea.
You're on it now. Come on, give me the plan.
Pigs. 61. Oh, sorry. 61. I don't want to shortchange it, so I've got to make sure I've counted properly.
All right. Well,
Oh,
the
I
first part of the plan is just to
51.
sneak over to where he is and see how well that goes.
Okay. As
Oh,
you
can I see
make
invisible people? Can I see? Oh, wait.
as you make your
One
way, his attention is currently on Jason and Saren. And
I can
his
see.
annoyance is definitely
Damn.
growing. And Saren, you watch as Mia begins to climb over crates and work their way towards the captain. Of course, you lose sight of them once she's out of 10 feet of you. But every now and then you see a little bit of gunpowder that's been thrown about shift, and maybe a touch of a corner of a boot in the gunpowder as she draws closer and closer to the irate captain.
If it goes badly, I'm gonna get ready to stab the captain.
You three all have your death wards on you. You guys would all know this too.
He's about 35 feet away from Saren at this point.
Which dagger would I miss?
All right, Mia, you've made your way closer.
no.
What's the next step of the plan? Or Mia, yeah.
Yeah. The next step of the plan is so well thought out that you would be so surprised how well I thought it out.
There was a plan to this?
Shut up.
A plan?
Always a plan.
It's a tense situation you don't have all day.
Shut up. Okay. I have a cloak. It's just like a normal cloak that I picked up 1,000,000 years ago. And I'm going to take my cloak off quietly.
Mm-hmm.
And my goal is to use the cloak to grab hold of the bottle of alchemist fire and like stop up the top. Like
Okay.
if it goes off, I'm trying to diffuse it with the cloak.
Okay. All right.
Hope everyone that's on the boat is ready to go swimming.
Give me a dexterity check and a strength check.
If it goes, I'm gonna stab this dude. I'm gonna have to stab him.
So the captain is watching Saren and growing more and more annoyed.
I get stuck on 69 a couple of times and giggle immaturely.
Kids would say, nice.
Girlie, I know what you be doing. And in that moment, Mia's cloak...
Could just be dumb.
Mia does her maneuver with the cloak. And since it is technically an attack, that's when Mia's form becomes visible again.
What the heck? It's not an attack.
You're striking another... You're, like, whipping the cloak out to grab the bottle, are you not?
How is that an attack? I'm not trying to hurt him.
Would you call it
I'm
a
not
disarming
attacking him.
action?
Yeah, disarming action is still an attack, no?
Yeah, disarm
Yeah.
You
is
need to
still
make
an
an attack roll to disarm.
Also, how do you know you're not attacking him?
Yeah, how do you know? Maybe he feels attacked. Maybe he feels attacked, Mia.
So
Alright.
let me finish the description. So as the cloak reaches out and grabs the bottle, you're lucky he's not rolling very high, because Mia, you are able to snatch the bottle out of his hand as he is distracted with his ire at Saren.
I'm going to leap over the crate and try to just get him on the ground with my dagger in my hand.
Do you have 35 feet worth of leap?
No.
God, I
Leap?
hope so.
She has 35 feet worth of movement.
Alright, well, I guess we're going to enter combat then. We have Jason, Amber, Saren, and Mia. Roll your initiative. Should probably be a short
It's just
combat.
me and Mia at this point.
No, it's everyone who can see the situation unfold.
I don't
Oh,
have a
yeah.
token to select, but
Yeah, you guys don't have tokens. I'll keep track of it though. There's only 4 of you.
whatever. Jason knows how to firebolt. He'll be fine.
So yeah, as Mia pulls away the potion in her cloak, and Saren sets off to get ready to leap, it is actually Amber's first move in that moment as everything culminates, and you're still on whisper mode, Amber.
Yes, I noticed that immediately after I sent that.
Alright, so what's your first? Since you got the highest initiative, you're the quickest to react when Mia steals away the bottle.
I didn't think that through. The one time I don't want a high initiative.
Here you are.
You could just ready in action.
I know,
hang on,
we
give me...
we literally put the fire dragon in a powder keg.
And everyone was concerned about Jason, not the fucking fire dragonborn.
We were more concerned about Jason's maturity.
Oh.
We give
Then-
you the benefit of the doubt. Jason has
Anything
a
else?
history.
Jason has a history of blowing things up.
Hey, I can do it now. You three are all death warded. I don't care. I'll blow it up now. I don't care if me and the pirate die.
Come on, Amber. Pressure's on. First action.
Fuck. How far away is he from me?
35 feet.
Oh, well, since Jason used his new spell, I'm going to use my new spell.
I haven't used a new spell yet.
You said you had a new spell that you learned today.
Yeah, but I didn't use it because everyone was too far away.
Well, fair enough. Well, I'm going to use the new spell I learned. I'm going to cast Power Word Stun on the captain.
Ooh. And give me the vocal component for that. Because you have to speak a word of power.
I would yell out in Draconic, just stun. That's what I would say in Draconic.
Okay. Amber, as you reach out and shout this word of command, you watch the captain's form freeze in place. He's not moving.
Thank God I don't have to actually pay someone. Oh, that'd be a terrible feeling. Ugh, having to pay someone.
Saren, as much as I would love to have this discussion, we are still in an active situation. I'm going to look over at Mia and just, where I assume I see Mia now,
Get whatever we need and leave.
pretty much just like, if we can, we need to subdue him, get the bottle, and get out.
Can we tie him up? Rope? Knock him out?
It is Mia's next action on the turn order.
Throw him overboard?
No, he could have papers in his pocket we could, like, rifle through.
How long does this work?
What?
Your spell, Amber. How long does it work?
End of.
Until he makes his save at the end of his
Until
turn.
it works until he can snap himself out of it. I don't know how long that's going to be, but we don't
Whatever
have long.
papers you're looking for, Saren, will be probably in terms of Kalen, will probably be in the captain's
Not
log.
always. I keep my most valuable documents on my person.
Okay, fine. Check him and then go. Like, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
seconds.
take
I don't
my
plan on hanging around.
sword. It's my turn.
Yep, 6
Let me
seconds.
get- I'm gonna take my sword pommel and I'm gonna bop him. Try to do non-lethal.
Bah.
Wow, it.
That's all you're gonna do?
Yeah, just try to knock him out.
Make an attack roll.
Bonk.
Okay.
Is stunned the same as incapacitated?
That's a good question. A stunned creature is incapacitated.
Automatic crit.
Mm-hmm. Which is a total of 24, 44 damage.
Oh,
Non-lethal.
Non-lethal. He's still standing.
I bop him again. I have multiple attacks.
Okay. Bop him again. 44 plus another 20, 64 plus another 30 is 94. He's still standing.
Third attack.
Okay. 94 plus another 20 is 114 plus another 24 is,
Good
is
God.
yeah.
Just go to sleep.
It takes the third hit, Mia, but he collapses on the floor unconscious. Combat over.
Alright, he's out. I imagine I just took my pommel and went bam, 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 just in his
Yeah.
temple.
go to sleep.
Go sleep, go sleep, go sleep.
Yeah, that scene from that Marvel movie. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
I mean,
Age of
Mia
Ultron.
is basically the Hulkbuster.
Ah.
It's hot. Whose turn is it now?
Combat's over.
I'm gonna load up my dragon wing longbow, go to the other side of the room, and shoot him.
Why?
No,
He's-
no, we don't need to
What
kill
are you
him.
doing?
We need him dead. He's gonna be working for someone and delivering something. Do we really want him to get that delivery? Isn't this one of those times where honestly killing the bad guy is just gonna
No,
save
just
us
get
in
the
the
stuff we
long
need.
run?
Let's get out of here.
Right, we need to find what those crates. We need to find crates and papers. Then we need to do that before he wakes up.
So start
Because
looking.
whatever he's delivering, we need to find.
Okay. There's 4 of you
What we have to
downstairs.
manifest. I have Alchemist's Fire in my hand.
Yes, you do. And alchemist fire, when exposed to air, ignites.
Yes, we need to get out of here.
I'm gonna run up to the deck
Okay.
with my cloak that's wrapped around this bottle and shoved into it, and I'm gonna chuck it in the ocean.
All right.
Garganoth just watches this happen. What's going on?
Back
There-
up, back up, back up, back up, back up.
Garganoth like ducks and tumbles out of the way.
There is a moment akin to a certain Mr. West in a blue pointed bat costume running with a bomb down a pier. As
Some
Mia...
days you're just camped in front of a bomb.
Exactly. As Mia rushes up on deck, and throws her wadded up cloak down into the ocean below. There is a brief moment, and then
I chuck it as far from the ship as possible.
yeah,
I don't
there's
just
a brief
drop it.
moment, and then like almost like an oil slick of burning fire just is left coating the top surface of the water. And that's where it burns.
Oh god, that was awful.
What is everything okay down there?
Sorta, kinda. We didn't kill someone, but now Saren wants to kill someone, so you might want to go down there and give her that disappointed talk you gave to me about murdering people. But
Sorry.
Mia, I care about you deeply, and at the same time, this dude wanted to blow us up, and you know what you did, and Garganoth just scurries downstairs.
Is
I can't win.
for this?
I can't fucking win.
Garganoth was not mad with you. He was a little embarrassed that he said it. It was just like a little.
You know what you did.
Mia just
I'm not angry.
Goes back downstairs.
If Malagos, if we're gonna say Malagos was around on deck, just the word of someone of hearing Saren and want to murder someone is going to go storm in Saren's direction, screaming, "Saren!"
Like, Jason, you have to understand. You've been in the dark side of places, just like me. You know what people in him are like. After this job, who knows what or who he'll be smuggling or transporting. Isn't it easier just to get rid of him so that we can look through this ship properly and so that people don't get what they're after? Isn't that just easier instead of us having to deal with this shit in 6 months' time when they get their delivery and it bites us on the ass? Isn't it easier just to kill someone on occasion?
We can deal with it after. Just get the stuff we need and let's leave. You don't need to. We could just blow up the whole ship after then.
You know, it's a waste of a good ship. Like, we could sell it and get money, but...
There's so many encampments probably placed on this ship.
Well, if you guys are talking and searching, everyone who's searching, give me an investigation check. This will be a group check.
Yeah, Malagos would be like, "I have rope. Why don't we just tie him up?"
Amber's just
Because
not
he
looking
will-
because she doesn't want to set anything on fire.
I haven't
Because
moved. I'm
Malagos,
just
he
looking
will
around.
escape.
Oh,
Doesn't
was that
your-
Saren?
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But isn't it easier just to get rid of him? Doesn't your oath of protection protect the people that his actions are going to be harming?
What oath of protection? What?
You know we can also send him to jail, right?
I know people, if he's working for a crime family or whatever, they'll get out.
You weren't
Okay, so
upstairs
so
to hear
something
about
for
the
your
crime
associates to
family.
get out.
Oh no, I'm stating facts that Saren would
Okay.
know.
Sorry.
She's like, if he works for someone important in the underworld, he'll be released.
I think your personal feelings because of what's happened are getting in the way. I don't understand when you all of a sudden became judge, jury, and executioner.
I'm not, and I don't like killing people, but I don't want him to then tell his boss that we stole all of his shit. He's the middleman.
Okay, if we tie him up, do you not think we could get information from him?
Oh yay, so one
That
of us
could help
gets to
us?
torture someone. Because that's so much better.
I can get
I
information.
didn't say torture.
I can
Hold
get
on, no,
information
I did not say
from
torture. I
without-
said talk.
I can get information from someone without torturing them at all.
Look, that's a possibility. But that means we have to tie him up and get him out of the friggin' gunpowder room.
I'll
keep
go do
I
it.
mean,
Alex just like, goes by with her
technically-
rope.
don't they know we are headed this way anyway? It's just an assumption that if the ship gets raided, it was us.
Probably they knew we were here. They kind of teleported off on his ship.
So, as you guys are looking, with the checks you made, you find everything that was on the manifest. So I'm just gonna do this.
Ooh.
And do this.
Holy.
And do
We
this.
need those potions.
So many potions. Where's got so many things? So many things.
Galloway's going to come down the stairs, arms full of scrolls, and say, I heard much yelling. Is it over?
It's over. Jason's gonna peek into this dude's head and find out who he was working for.
Malagos is tying him up with her rope.
These
I
provisions,
approve.
provisions and munitions are labeled effectively because they are for an operation. So identifying them is not needed. But this is what you find in the cargo hold, since you didn't allow it to be blown up.
Nice.
You almost sound disappointed that we didn't let it blow up.
That's a lot of things that we just kept out of the enemy's hands.
Potions and 2 potions is
We can divvy it
superior.
up later.
Greater look, healing potions, amazing. Also, we have 2
Oh, look.
scrolls of hold person, so we can really fuck this guy's day up.
The
And
crates,
a potion of invulnerability, a potion of fire giant strength.
the quote,
Galloway-
the crates. Wait, I'm not done. The crates that were marked "Do not open" are filled with these things.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ermiger. Magic. Thing. Oh.
You wouldn't get your sneak attack twice.
There is a manual of quickness of action, a ring of free action, a gemwood scepter, a deck of illusions, and a dusk crusher.
Oh my god, Dust Crusher is so cool.
Quite the haul.
Look at us actually
Yeah.
finally doing shit because we didn't blow shit up.
Augie is just really jealous of whoever gets Dust Crusher.
So jealous.
Yeah, so how does Augie feel about warhammers? For scientific reasons.
They're more of a sword type, you know,
Fair enough.
themselves, but they
did
wouldn't
get
be
on Instagram.
opposed to trying something new. They are quite adventurous.
We've noticed.
Mhm.
Hey yo.
The manual of quickness of action would be really good for you.
Manual quickness looks awesome. Shit.
The one who has the yeah, that would give Sarah a +6 to Dex.
Well, it's for like a dex person. So
Yeah.
I definitely say dex person should take it.
But it requires reading.
Great, I just choose not
keep in
to.
mind the gemwood scepter.
Fuck you, Dumey. How fucking dare you? Deeply insulted.
My strange compatriots, do we have a holding cell, a bag of many. What is it in your tongue? A bag of holding to put these items in.
I'm just gonna look around to see if there's a bag anywhere on this ship.
I've got
I'm
a bag
sure
of
there
holding.
is.
Malaga's just gonna grab a bag and be like, put as much as you can in here.
Wait, Malagos, we found some scrolls of no, never mind. That doesn't work.
Oh, no. So, like, this bag, put all the scrolls that we can fit in this bag, and then the potions we can maybe put in, like, a box, and we'll carry it out of here with us.
Yeah, I thought that I could make a bag of hold. It was silly. Don't worry about it.
Were you thinking you
what was
could
in
make
the
a bag of holding
by
with
the
a
way,
scroll of holding and a bag?
Dumey, what was in the Forbidden Tombs chest?
Those were actually missing, and it's tomes.
Whatever. Of course they were missing. God damn it.
Tombs is with a B.
Damn it. I wanted to find out some forbidden knowledge. That was gonna be fun.
Yeah,
So
sadly
keep
those are
looking
missing.
if you. I can keep looking in the ship to see if they're anywhere else.
Galloy is going to be robotically putting one scroll into the bag at a time.
Oh, Galloway. He's too good.
Someone should take Dust Crusher, though.
I mean, nobody worships, so it kind of feels like disingenuous.
I would be eyeing the Warhammer very warily.
What's your problem with the weapon?
It casts light. That does not
Yeah.
suit me well.
You're like me. I don't like bright places either.
Let's go with illusion stuff because there's a deck, and I'm not really, we can sort this out later. We'll throw it into our safe.
Yeah, we don't need to worry about it right now. It's not like we're taking a leisurely vacation to do some shopping.
Yeah, let's grab the shit, bag it, and go.
Now, I heard some talk of perhaps blowing up this boat.
No,
No.
not yet.
Hox is gonna telepathically link to Jason and be like, "Is everything alright in there?" Because he's still waiting on the dock, wondering what the hell is going on.
Oh,
Okay, so don't fill you. Well, is the dock 120 feet within reach, or no?
120. Yeah, it's well within 120 feet.
All right, Jason will fill you in.
That sounds interesting. Okay.
Alrighty, shall we take the captain up to a room where there's no gunpowder?
yeah, Malagus is gonna finish tying him up and be tying his hands, but then tying his arms together and then tying his hands together in the
Did you see the message where I gave you manacles?
Oh yeah,
Shackles and
manacles. Shackles are going on.
Can we haul him off the ship, take him out, and then send a message to someone that can haul him off somewhere?
Garganoth drags him by the boot. Let's go.
Malagus just grabs him by the back of his coat and tries to lift him up.
May I
Does he have
suggest
a
we
cool
take him to the
captain's hat?
guardhouse?
Does he have a cool captain's hat?
Can I check his boots?
It's a Commodore's hat, yeah.
I take it.
You take it.
Before you drag him away, can I check all of his
Yeah.
pockets, boots, gloves, hats, socks, underpants?
Sure, give me
You're
an
gonna give him a full
investigation.
frisk down.
What?
Hey,
Rifling around in his undies. Gross.
Hold on, guys. Can we get
I
him off
was
the ship
using
and then
hyperbole. I was using
Karen?
hyperbole.
Karen, if once we get him off the ship, can you loot through him and make sure he's got no weapons? Take his boots
That's
and
what I'm
everything?
gonna do.
as a walking fuse, I would encourage everyone to leave before me so I don't accidentally set anything off. And I would encourage everyone to leave quickly. Oh, please.
Oh, Malagos is already like trying to haul this dude off.
I grabbed
Has there
Jason's
been
Stripping
confirmed
him
crime?
while we're moving the captain.
So, Saren, the first thing you find
Jason's not
is
going anywhere, by the way. Jason still wants to investigate.
a contract that's written in common.
Alrighty. This contract, my glasses. This contract signifies a binding and sinister alliance between the captain and the cult, where both parties agree to work in unison towards shared objectives. The nature of this alliance is.
I was just gonna say that you probably don't have to read that one out loud if you don't want to, but you can if you wish.
I read it out loud to everyone, but I'm just going to squiz through it. Called by the garnish of a series of cult's cargo shall provide both parties will maintain the utmost secrecy and nature of their alliance and telling the other into this thing. I call out. I said we need to find some artifacts. There's artifacts somewhere on the ship that he's transporting.
Couldn't that be the magic items we found?
Well, he said the cargo and then the artifacts. It could be something to do with the keys of Turnock. Intended destination, magical steel, lethal, dispute resolution, termination of agreement. There's nothing other than that that jumps out at me. What else?
It hasn't been signed yet, so there's no oath to uphold.
It has been signed.
No, the suggesting that the contract is awaiting formalization.
Yeah, but it says signatures, captain signature seal of the cult.
Oh,
This contract is sealed. So, they've signed the contract.
okay. I missed that part.
The other thing you find a bit of dark crystal, like a crystal shard in his pocket.
Yeah.
And
Do I recognize any of the names?
In the ship's manifest,
Mm.
the
That's okay. Well, let me finish first, and I'll roll everything I need to.
And on his belt, on his hip, you find this.
Jeez. Oh, we may gain an extra plus 15 to their walking speed.
Well, that just says
Ooh.
Saren all over it.
Yeah, but it's melee, so I'd have to actually get close to people.
it's 10 feet.
Yeah,
10
it's a
foot
10
range.
Yeah,
feet.
that's-
It's a whip, though.
Yeah, but I like hiding in corners, but I'm going to say put this one in the bag as well.
It's finesse. It's finesse as well, so you do get your sneak attack damage.
I'm going to put it in the bag for now. Oh, your parents are here.
And that's all you find of real value on the captain's body.
Okay.
Remember to pick up your gold.
Oh, I've already picked up my platinum. Yeah, before I left the room, I would have collected all of my platinum.
Well, I think that's a good place to stop. How do we feel about this session?
Look at all the shit we got.
We got
I'm
so much
rolling over the
done. I
Gemwood
feel like,
sector.
look,
I feel-
Mia can learn, right? I saved a kid. I didn't kill the captain.
100% the
Teamwork.
feeling with you is
Progress is being made.
Teamwork
The
saved
thing-
the captain,
Progress.
or saved a kid.
the thing we did with June is 100% my new favorite thing that we've ever done. Because that was cool.
That was cool. How'd you like the captain encounter?
I
Interesting.
almost peed my pants.
I'm glad he didn't walk into the captain's quarters. So Malagos was like, "Here, open this letter."
You seem so bummed that you didn't get to blow the ship up with all of us inside.
Well,
I-
we'll talk about that after the
There's still
cameras
next
are off.
session. We're still on that ship. There's still a very good chance it could blow up.
Yes.
We now have to question Amber because
No, I don't know why we need to question Amber. No, I can't think of
No.
any. I can't think of any possible reason why Amber would need to be questioned.
so many reasons.
So, for all of you watching, I'm just going to say it has been a wonderful night. And remember that there are 20 sides to every story. Roll for yours. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you next week.